The 12th century, the Holy Land blazed. Crusader states stood against the Saracens. Amongst the pious and the ruthless, a king rose. Baldwin IV of Jerusalem. He was a boy king, he was a leper king, but he was a king indeed. History remembers him as Baldwin the Leper. But his story was not of disease. It was a story of courage. It was a story of leadership. It was a story of faith tested by fire. Baldwin's reign was a tapestry of war and peace. He was a warrior king, yes, but he was also a diplomat. He understood the fragility of the Crusader states. He fought for their survival. This is the story of Baldwin IV, a king dealt a cruel hand, a king who rose above affliction, a king who became a legend. Baldwin was born into royalty, the Crusader Kingdom of Jerusalem, a land won by the sword, held by faith. His grandfather, Baldwin III, a powerful king. His father, Amalric I, continued the dynasty. Young Baldwin was a bright child, educated by William of Tyre, the Archbishop of Tyre. History and strategy filled his days. Little did he know these lessons would become vital, because fate had a cruel twist in store. At 9 years old, tragedy struck. Leprosy. The diagnosis was a death sentence, slow, agonizing. His body would waste away, his future uncertain. But Baldwin was no ordinary prince. He bore his burden with grace. He continued his education, his spirit unbroken, his mind sharp as ever. He learned the art of war. He learned the intricacies of diplomacy. He prepared for a destiny he was not meant to have. 1174. His father Amalric I died. Baldwin, just 13, was crowned king. Baldwin IV, the Leper King. The weight of the kingdom fell upon his young shoulders. Challenges arose immediately. A regency was formed. Power struggles erupted. The Kingdom of Jerusalem, a volatile mix of cultures and ambitions. The ambitious Raymond of Tripoli, the cunning Reynald of Chatillon, all vying for influence over the young king, but Baldwin was underestimated. He possessed a keen intellect. He was a shrewd judge of character. He played his enemies against each other. He secured his authority slowly but surely. He would not be a puppet king. His leprosy worsened. His body began to betray him. Yet, his resolve hardened. He embraced his role. He would rule. He would defend his kingdom. He would defy his fate. Section 4, Triumph at Montgisard, 1177. Baldwin was 16, still a boy but a king in every sense. Saladin, the ambitious sultan of Egypt and Syria, sensed weakness. He amassed a vast army. The Crusader states faced annihilation. Baldwin, despite his deteriorating health, rode out. He rallied his knights, a much smaller force, but their spirit burned bright. At Montgisard, they clashed. Christian knights against Muslim warriors. The fate of the Holy Land hung in the balance. Against all odds, Baldwin triumphed. His strategic brilliance outmaneuvered Saladin. The Muslim army was routed, a decisive victory, a testament to Baldwin's courage and leadership. Montgisard became a symbol of Crusader resilience, a symbol of Baldwin's strength, defying both his enemies and his disease. He had proven himself a worthy king, a true heir to the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Section 5, the realm in peril. Montgisard bought time, not peace. The struggle for the Holy Land continued. Baldwin's health deteriorated, his grip weakened. His enemies sensed an opportunity. Internal strife threatened to tear the kingdom apart. Ambitious nobles plotted and schemed. Raymond of Tripoli, Guy de Lusignan, each sought to control the throne. Baldwin, trapped in his failing body, was losing control. He needed an heir. He chose his nephew, Baldwin V, a child but the best hope for stability. Raymond of Tripoli was appointed regent. A necessary compromise, but a dangerous gamble. Baldwin IV, the Leper King, was fading, but his mind remained sharp, his will unbroken. He continued to rule. He negotiated truces, he strengthened defenses, he fought to preserve his kingdom. He knew his time was short. He had to secure the future, for Jerusalem, for the Crusader states, for Christendom.